Hi Scorpio, this is your horoscope for November 2016, and I want to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope you've had a wonderful October, and I hope you're looking forward to November. For this month's forecast, I've looked at the main significant things that are happening, and I'm going to tell you how those affect you specifically. Have a look at the forecast for your rising sign and your moon sign as well if you want to get a really in-depth overview, anything short of actually having a personal reading. Now, on the 9th of November, Mars moves into Aquarius in your 4th house, and up until the 9th of November, it's in Capricorn in your 3rd. So you're working very hard, making sense of things, planning things, getting information sorted out, and I think you're really planning ahead for the future, and I think you're really driven and you're working very hard on getting yourself to a place where you know what you're doing next year. I think you're really planning ahead here, and you have a strong desire to know where you're at and what you're going to achieve. So it's almost like a period of planning and connecting with the self to understand where you're going. So if you actually do that work here at the beginning of November and say, okay, well, 2017 is coming up. What do I want to achieve? What do I want to be working on? How can I educate myself? What places do I want to explore and discover? And if you use that energy wisely here in the first 9 days of November, you'll really be able to schedule things nicely. I mean, I don't know if you enjoy doing that. Some people love that kind of thing because it focuses them and it gives them a way of channeling their energy and they feel productive. Other people can't take that, oh, I feel so trapped, I can't plan out my life like this. I'm a free spirit. I need to live, So whatever works for you, but just set yourself some goals here at the beginning of November, because you will be working hard at learning and engaging with information. So if it's not planning, then maybe commit to writing something or doing public speaking or getting your point across about something. It's very important that you communicate it at the beginning. Now, on the 9th, when Mars goes into Aquarius in your 4th, that totally changes and you become totally focused on getting your family in a place that's great. So you're really very, very charitable, very giving, very loving, and you're like, oh my God, my family, what can I do to make them happy? It becomes all about them. So that's great if you've got a wonderful family. If it's like the family from hell and they can see you coming a mile off and it's like, oh, he's wanting to help us, let's take advantage of that, then just be careful. Obviously use this kind of energy with a bit of common sense, that you don't completely take on someone who is impossible and you make them your whole focus and priority, because you'll have a tough time. Okay, so it's great to try and make things better for other people. Absolutely, you can help and be of service and all of that stuff, but just make sure you don't throw all your boundaries and limits out of the way. On the 12th of November, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and creativity, goes into Capricorn in your 3rd house. So rather than feeling this drive to plan and schedule and express and communicate, it becomes an ongoing area of focus for you, but it becomes a much more enjoyable and creative and loving process. And now, from the 12th of November onwards, until the end of the month, with Venus in this 3rd house of yours in Capricorn, it's an amazing time for you creative Scorpios out there. If you're a writer, if you're a painter, if you're a jewelry designer, if you're a florist, if you're a pottery designer, if you're a candy maker, whatever. This is really, really an amazing time where you can put in the creative work and be super, super productive and really come up with unique and original ideas that really transform the way you express yourself. So if you're an artist, you can really enter your blue phase here. You can really step it up a notch and move from a plateau to the next level of your development. It's really significant when it comes to your creative work. On the 13th, Mercury goes into Sagittarius in your 2nd house. Mercury is the planet of communication, and Sagittarius is really about higher realms of knowledge and discovery. So the information that you're getting has to do with your income, with your work, with your profession. And again, if you're someone who works in a job that you don't particularly enjoy and you want to make the transition to being a creative person, you will be aware, or there will be lots and lots of information which can help you floating around the atmosphere. And if you pay attention to that and you get your antennas kind of working and you tune in and you listen to that stuff, there will be a lot of opportunity here for you in November to solidify your financial situation, doing something that's a passion. And that's the big important thing, that it's a passion that you're fulfilling, and that is really bringing you an income as well. Now, because that's what your life purpose is, a joyful job that pays your bills. Now, on the 14th of November, we've got the full moon happening in Taurus, and that happens in your 7th house. Now, this isn't just any old full moon, it's a super moon. The moon here is the closest it has been to the Earth this century so far, and it's not going to happen again until 2034. So the moon is closer to us than usual, and that means it has a greater impact on us and it influences us more. The good news is that this full moon in Taurus in your 7th house means that you get some sort of present from the universe when it comes to your relationships. So it's very likely that some sort of manifestation work that you've been doing on your love life, on your romantic life, if you've been manifesting, JFK Jr., 6'2", curly black brown hair, it's very likely that you're going to get a positive, concrete event happening during the full moon. Taurus is love and passion and sex. It's ruled by Venus, planet of love and beauty, and Neptune, the dream planet, is sitting in your 5th house of romance. So the potential and the possibility of love and romance and the reality, the gift and the development of the real world in this dimension, in the here and now, come together and work together to really present you with some fabulous good news when it comes to your love life. So if you're single and you've been looking, go on a date. It's really going to be supported. If you're just out and about, keep your eyes and ears open. If you've been doing manifestation work, you'll bump into him. If you're in a relationship and it's good already, then, sit in the bathtub together, throw some rose petals around, light some candles, and enjoy each other. It's a really sensual, positive, romantic time. Now, on the 19th and 20th, I've already alluded to Neptune, the dream planet, but that has been napping, so to speak, for the last 5 months, because it's been in retrograde. It goes direct today, and I'm saying the 19th, 20th because it depends on where you are in the world, America, Europe, Australia. It's around this time, and it goes direct until March 2017. Now, Neptune is an outer planet, so it moves very slowly, and it's in Pisces every 160 years plus, okay? So you're alive, I'm alive. The next generation or the next 3 generations, they're not going to experience that. It's just us who are on planet Earth at this time, who are privy to this kind of thing, and it's part of our development as humanity, because Neptune in Pisces really allows us to tune in to the unmanifest and to become more spiritual. And for you specifically, Scorpio, all of that spiritual power and energy is in your 5th house, and it allows you to manifest what your ideal romantic situation for this lifetime is. So if you don't know what that is, meditate on it, because the veil here is very thin with Neptune direct, and you can almost kind of see the outlines of what that would look like. So ask yourself the question, what is the ideal situation for me when it comes to my romantic life? So then I see myself running on the beach with my partner, the wind blowing in my hair, 2 dogs, happy, everything's wonderful, the sea salt breeze. And it's that kind of vision that you'll come up with, and you can see the best potential that you can achieve this time around. By identifying that and seeing it, you can actually work to manifest it. You can imagine it, you can stick it on a wall, you can cut it out of a magazine and paste it together as a collage, and you can look at it again and again and again. And by doing that, it becomes bigger, it becomes manifested, and it becomes realized. So focus on the romantic side of things and look at that and ask yourself that question. It's going to be super helpful. On the 21st, the sun goes into Sagittarius in your 2nd house. So you're really developing your ideas when it comes to combining creativity and your life purpose, passion, work. And you'll get a lot of information here in November to help you realize that. The new moon occurs on the 29th, so that energy builds from the 21st and strengthens until the 29th when it reaches its peak. And a lot of Sagittarius energy is pulled into your second house, and you will really find a way and discover an opportunity to take your passion and to make it happen in a financial sense, and to take that and make it a career. So you're amazing here. The big key word is passion, and getting your life to be more passionate and bringing things in your romantic life and your working life, your creative life, so that you can fulfill these passions on planet Earth. That's huge. If you'd like a private reading with me to look at your love life or your finances or what's coming up for you in future, then please go to my website, gregoryscott.com, click on the readings tab and audio reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, and I'll speak to you soon.